Have you ever noticed that it's the really high performers, the people who care the most about the business, that want to be successful, who are working really hard, are often the ones that struggle the most to have really trusting peer relationships? Whenever anybody raises their hand after a keynote and says, "Hey, what's one thing you wish you learned earlier in your career?" My answer is absolutely always the same, which is, I wish I understood the value of peer relationships and had invested in those way, way sooner. And I imagine here I've got a few former bosses who are like, "Amen, sister, I wish you had too." So I know, why is it so hard? Well, part of it is because most of us work in a stack rank performance system, right? So that one person is going to be rating big seeds, and it's going to be you or him, or one person is going to get that promotion, it's going to be you or her. And it's easy to say, no, let me look out for me. And so we spend our time and work on developing our direct reports, and we really invest in them and commit to them. And then we work on building this relationship with our boss and having their back and being strategic. And we have blinders on about our peers. So there's a couple of patterns that I'm seeing a lot when there is peer conflict among two high performers. Here are a couple of things that are happening. So I want to share this with you, and just for you to be looking out for it in your own behavior. And if you're developing others, maybe this is something you can help if you've got two peers working on your team who are challenged with this. One is not sharing best practices. Right, so I got something that's working really great, and I know I'm going to be a stack ranked against them, so this is my competitive advantage. The competition isn't the guy next door. The competition is mediocrity, right? So real leaders are constantly looking for micro innovations, way to make things better, and then trying them and then sharing them. Another is hoarding talent. And I get this one too, right? You're recruiting the very best people. You're investing the time and energy, the long, long evenings, working on taking that extra time to give them the feedback they need, to help them develop, to give them the stretch assignments. And then somebody comes and wants to poach it for their team. That can be frustrating. But I tell you what, really high potential people are looking at the greater good of the whole company. And you would want nothing more than having a reputation of being someone who is a people developer, right? Where people say, "I want to go work for him because I know I will grow." You build that level of a reputation, you will always attract people who are wanting to grow and are wanting to invest, and you will consistently have a growing A team. And then you, as people spin out into other areas of the organization, you will have a wonderful network of people who are loyal to you and care about your success because they know you care about their success. And then I've said the third is really not taking the time to get to know people at a human level. And it's because we're working hard and we're moving fast, and who has time to go out for coffee, right? But sometimes going slow, to go really a little bit deeper, to get to know somebody as a genuine human being, can make all of the difference in the world. To build the relationship before you need the relationship, right? And so that you build that level of trust. And then when something goes wrong, they know who you are and therefore are more likely to be a little bit vulnerable and talk with you about what needs to happen. So those are just a few tips. I'm going to post a link to the blog post in the comments. So got a few more tips, but really I'd love to hear from you. What are you thinking are some of the best ways that really high performers can work to invest in those peer relationships? Thanks.